Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. In subject chemistry, F.Sc part 1, lecture number 4 and chapter number 6, the topic that we are going to learn today is the types of crystalline solids. Before discussing these topics, firstly we will learn about the types of solids. There are two types of solids. First one is the crystalline solid and second one is the amorphous solid. Crystalline solids are the solids which have definite, regular and three-dimensional geometric shape are known as crystalline solids. For example, copper sulfate with 5 molecules of water of crystallization. Amorphous solids are the solids which have no definite geometric shape are known as amorphous solids. For example, glass or rubber. Now we are going to discuss the types of crystalline solids. On the basis of forces present between the solids, solids are classified into 4 types. These all are the crystalline solid. The first one is ionic crystals, second one is covalent crystals, third one is the molecular crystal and fourth one is metallic crystals or metallic solids. Now we are going to discuss ionic crystals. Ionic crystals are basically the crystals or particles in which the particles are held together through ionic bond are known as ionic crystal. We can also say that ionic bond is the bond that is formed by the transfer of electron from one atom to the other atom. As indicated in the example, there are two ions, for example sodium ion and chloride ion. Sodium ion is formed when sodium atom loses one electron, then it becomes Na positive, and chloride Cl atom after gaining that one electron becomes Cl negative ion. In this diagram, sodium is transferring its one electron to chloride ion, as a result of which ionic bond is formed. And now we are going to discuss the covalent crystals. Covalent crystals are the crystals in which the particles are held together through covalent bond are called covalent crystals or atomic crystal. Now we know that covalent bond is the bond that is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons. Covalent solids formed here are of two types. When covalent bonds give giant molecules, for example diamond and silicon, these are the giant covalent structures that are formed by the covalent bonds. And the second condition is when atoms join together by the sharing of electron, as a result of which separate layers are formed, for example as in graphite. Now we are going to discuss about the molecular crystals. The crystals in which the particles are held together through intermolecular forces are called as molecular crystals. Molecular crystals basically made up of intermolecular forces. Now we know that intermolecular forces are the forces that are present between the molecules. The intermolecular forces are of three types, that is London dispersion forces, dipole-dipole forces and hydrogen bonding forces. For example, as in diagram, there are hydrogen bonds that are formed between different molecules of water. Hydrogen bond is the bond that is forming between most electron deficient element of the periodic table, that is hydrogen, and most electronegative element of the periodic table, that is oxygen. The bond here formed is known as the hydrogen bond. You can also call it as the present in molecular crystals or molecular solids. Its other example includes ice and glucose molecules. Now we are going to discuss the metallic crystals. Metallic crystals are the crystals in which the particles are held together through metallic bonds, are known as metallic crystals or metallic solids. Now we know that what is metallic bond. The metallic bond is the bond or the force of attraction between the electron C and metal cation which held them together is known as metallic bond. Now see in diagram that as you know that metal atom has a larger size and they has greater tendency to lose electron. So metal after losing its valence shell electron becomes positively charged ions as indicated by the red color, and electron loosed by the metal ions are loosely held with the metal ions as indicated by the yellow mark or yellow color. The bond formed between the electron and metal is known as the metallic bond. Due to the presence of these free electrons, metals are good conductors of electricity. Its examples includes iron, copper and nickel. We can also say that metallic crystals are made up of metal cation and electron C.